Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Met TV Weekly Recap. I'm Luke Maestas, and we've got a lot to cover today, from politics to entertainment, sports, and beyond. Let's get started. First up in this week's Met TV Weekly Rundown, Colorado's Secretary of State Jenna Griswold announced on Monday that she'll be running for Colorado State District Attorney in 2026. This comes after current Attorney General Phil Weiser announced in January that he'll be in the running for Colorado's next governor. In her announcement, Griswold announced that she will be fighting hard for the working and middle class, as well as fighting for Colorado's freedoms. Griswold was elected as Secretary of State in 2018, becoming the youngest elected to the office in the country. During her tenure, Griswold has prioritized voting rights and accessibility. But she has also been subject to bipartisan criticism after voting machine passwords were leaked to the public by her office in October of last year. After several days of turmoil in the global markets, President Donald Trump has reversed his tariff policy on Wednesday against most trading partners, reducing the amount to 10%. The president's decision to backpedal on the tariffs was brought on by the significant drops in the stock market since they went into effect last week. And with fears of recession hitting the U.S., Trump now aims to soften the blow against the countries that did not retaliate with tariffs of their own. The only country excluded from their new tariff reduction is China, who will now face a 145% tariff on all imports to the U.S., which economists will predict will halt all trade between the two countries. But the stock market did rebound after Trump's reversal. The new policy against China has once again seen the markets dip. American consumers can expect to see their stock portfolios and savings plans take hits in the coming weeks, as well as increased prices on goods across the board. An important notice for students and staff, the MSU Denver mobile app will be shutting down on May 30th, 2025. Our reporter Deanna Corral has more on the story. Let's take a look.
The MSU Denver mobile app will be shutting down this upcoming May 30th, 2025. According to the MSU online page, this was decided to emphasize on new and better results for the needs of the campus community. The MSU app helps students and faculty members access the MSU Denver services from your phone, providing easy access to Canvas, a student hub, athletics news and schedules, bookstore, alumni information, directory to faculty, staff, and administrator contacts information, catalog of courses, events, KMET, and much more. The MSU app is still up and running for all students, faculty, and staff members, but it is recommended to be uninstalled from all the devices before May 30th, and instead use the MSU Denver Student Hub as a bookmark using your mobile browser. If you have any questions or issues on installing the MSU Denver app, visit the MSU Denver ITS service desk at msudember.teamdynamics.com/tdclient. For the Met Report, I'm Diana Corral.
On Tuesday, the Denver Nuggets blew up the NBA world by announcing the firing of head coach Michael Malone and general manager Calvin Booth, who will not be returning to the front office. The move has shocked fans, analysts, and reporters as the Nuggets have struggled to finish out the season with a 4-game losing streak before the decisions were made. Malone entered this season with the most wins in Nuggets franchise history, having helmed the team since 2015 and coaching them to an NBA championship in 2023. Calvin Booth took over the general manager position in 2020, and among his contributions to the team were the acquisitions of Bruce Brown and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, both who were key pieces to the 2023 title run. Reports have been circulating all season that both have been not getting along on the Nuggets' direction. And with Nikola Jokic playing his best basketball this year, with an inconsistent supporting cast, ownership had to make major changes. Acting on coach David Adelman, securing securing his first win over the Kings on Wednesday night. This comes with a big momentum as the Nuggets, who are still trying to push for their final playoff spot and position. The Nuggets are back in action tonight, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies at 7 p.m. We're about halfway done with the MSU Denver Club baseball season, and although it hasn't gone the way the Birds had hoped in their first year playing D1 ball, there are still a lot of bright spots as the season progresses. This may seem dark for the team right now, but there are plenty of bright spots for the team as they compete in D1 NCBA play. Outfielder Jordan Berger is leading the team in slugging percentage at .800 with a .400 batting average and an outstanding OPS of 1,300. Not far behind him is outfielder Kieran Harding, who has 2 home runs on this season and with a slugging percentage of .680. And outfielder Aiden Henry, who has been slugging a .300 batting average. The Roadrunners' next game is in Wyoming as they face off against the Wyoming Cowboys tomorrow and Sunday. For more information on MSU Denver Club Baseball, be sure to check out their Instagram at MSU Denver Club BB. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Scan this QR code to follow us on all of our social media platforms. And be sure to check out all the latest on mymetmedia.com to stay up to date on everything from the Metropolitan, Metrosphere, and Met Radio. Thank you so much for watching this week's Met TV Weekly Recap. I'm Luke Maestas, and have a great weekend, everyone.